Welcome to another episode of Brian Janu's show. As you know, I am Brian Janu, and like always on all podcast platforms everywhere, Brian Janu show. Social media platforms, Instagram threads, Real Brian Janu show. That's Real Brian Janu show, REAL Brian Janu show on Instagram and threads, Facebook, The Brian Janu show, and of course, TikTok, Brian Janu show, man. And also Twitter, well, formerly known as Twitter XB Janu. Go follow me on all of those social media platforms. I would appreciate it if you did help. That would be appreciated if you go and listen and support me on all those social media platforms. Help the podcast even more. Appreciate it. Where do you go? The YouTube channel, man. Brian Janu Show YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Go comment. Shout out to all the new subscribers to the YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Try to get back into the rhythm, man. Getting hard, man, out here in the streets. It's summertime. It's a lot going on. So bear with me. But this week has been slow, but we're here. This is Deep Dive. Now, last night I tried to do this episode, and I couldn't really get into it. Couldn't really talk about it. I was trying to formulate the synthesis, and it just wasn't working. So I was like, okay, this ain't working. Let me just cut this off and just do something else. Hopefully come back tomorrow and do it and have a clearer, perspective on what I want to talk about. Well, I know what I want to talk about, but perspective on what I need to say on there. So here it is. This is still a deep dive, man. Last week I did a deep dive on Drake's Iceman, the album before it even came out. I talked about what I thought Iceman was and how I felt about it coming into the week of Iceman. And this week, it is here. The album is out. But it's not just Iceman. That is not the only album that Drake has released. Um, if you are a Drake fan, we've been eating good. It's we've been we we've been eating good. Um, of course, he dropped Iceman, the album Iceman, but also he dropped the R&B album Habiti. Habiti. If I mess up that word, I am so sorry. Habiti. That's the R&B album, and he dropped Made of Honor, which is like a dance hall, international songs, club bangers, basically. He gave y'all the bops, right? Gave y'all the slaps. I will talk about how I feel about that album, but first, with a Drake that's obviously going to be a lot of discourse, a lot of hatred, a lot of disrespect, a lot of people that are just gonna just talk down on it without even really giving it a full listen. Everybody wants to sit here and talk down on his album and still talk down on him. And I get it. I get it. It's very easy to, and I get it. I know a lot of y'all want to deal in facts, right? So let's deal in facts. Deal in facts. And this is for the let's deal in facts. Let's do this. Here's a fact that is undeniable. 2 years ago, Kendrick Lamar became the center of hip hop's universe. Kendrick Lamar became the guy. After his battle with Drake, he got all of the rewards, all he reaped all of the benefits, all of the rewards, and boy did he eat. He got Grammys, he got uh, a fucking stadium tour, he got a Super Bowl performance. The center of hip hop's universe was Kendrick Lamar. He could do whatever the fuck he wanted to do in hip hop. He could drop whatever song he wanted to drop. He could get on anybody's song and give it a feature and give him that Kendrick stamp of approval. I mean, he jumped on two of the most anticipated projects of 2024, 2025. With the of course the Clips album and of course Playboy Cardi. He damn near was shit. It was damn near Playboy Cardi and Kendrick's album. I mean, the niggas on like 3, 4, 5 fucking songs. Like he had a #1 song that lasted 20 something, 23, 24 fucking weeks on the Billboard charts with Luther, with him and SZA. I mean, the man was untouchable. I mean, GNX was #1. It was he had it, man. He had everything, everything. The hip hop was his, music was his. The way the media talked about him, the way you know the press talked about him. He was beloved. He was the conquering hero. He slayed the artist known as Drake. How dare we ever question the guy that destroyed the magical Drake? He killed that nigga. He turned him into dust. He turned him into dust. And for 2 years, he was the guy. Hip hop was his. So I asked the question, if that is the case, then why is Drake back at #1? If that is the case, then why is Drake the one after almost 2.5 years, damn near a year and a half, post beef, will be the first rap artist to have a #1 single, and not just one. He is occupying damn near most of Billboard with all three of these albums. I ask this question because that's what the narrative is painted as. Kendrick was the almighty hero. He conquered the game. He conquered everything. He killed. He absolutely assassinated Drake. He put him in a blender. We will never hear from Drake ever again. And that's what they want us to say. They painted the narrative that way for so long. And I ask again, if that is the case, then why did hip hop die under his watch? Listen, man, this battle has ruined a lot of things. Perspective. Fuck. Perspective is out the fucking window. That motherfucker is on a plane somewhere heading to another fucking country. That motherfucker is gone. Perspective? Oh, nobody has that anymore. State of mind, point of view, and just belief. But more importantly, facts. You see, anybody could pull a fucking stat out their ass and tell you, but this says this. Yeah, that's great. But I'm listening to this. And I'm telling you, I don't like this. And this is you're seeing it now with the Drake album. A lot of people are like, I don't like this. It's still trash. Its ass is all. And I'm gonna get to that later. Please understand. I'm gonna get to that later. But this album that Drake just dropped obviously brings back the conversation of what happened 2 years ago. So I asked this question again. If Kendrick is such this dominant force and he was this guy and he killed everything, and Drake should have not even had a whisper or a peep, and nobody should even be checking for his music, why are we? Because 2 years ago is that. That was 2024. It's 2026. And the game has changed. You see, 2 years ago, I see a lot of people saying the narrative has died. No, the narrative has not died. I even just posted that. The narrative is dying. No, the narrative is not dying because they still have their feelings towards they gotta talk down on Drake and they gotta, you still got your little, you still got your screamers and your YouTubers and some podcasters, some hip hop guys, industry pundits. I mean, you still got the media still not blackballing this dude. He's still not getting talked about. The narrative that they had driven is that Kendrick is the guy, and Drake will never be that guy again. And real hip hop is back. Two years ago, when that battle happened, Kendrick won. But see, it's one thing to say you won, it's a whole other thing to actually prove it. You see, everybody can say Kendrick won. Kendrick won. Yeah, Kendrick got all of the shit that he wanted. He got the tour, he got the album, he got the Grammys, he got the Super Bowl, he got a whole nother fucking fan base, he got everybody kissing his ass. He got everything he wanted while everybody else suffered. Everybody else starved while the king got his fucking belly full. So what happens when the castle, the village is in shambles because the king is sitting at the mountaintop playing, bitch, I'm good. I ate. I'm good. I'm full. What you mean? And then he tried to give you that. He tried to give you the verses. He tried to give you that quote unquote stimulus package. And it came and fucking went. It came and fucking went. And you could boost, you could sit there and try to create whatever number, pull it out your ass. Again, like I said, stats and numbers, whatever, nigga. Are you listening to that shit now? Is anybody bumping that shit on radios? Is anybody playing that shit out the car? No. It came and fucking went. And it's funny how y'all sit there and say that's what you think of Drake's music. But Drake music is standing the test of time while Kendrick's shit came for a week, left that next week. Because that's just the way it was. And this is not to bash Kendrick, and I don't even like talking about this man fully because I'm about to show love to Drake like this. But I just want people to understand something. You had the game for 2 years, bro. Everything was Kendrick. Everything you wanted, the game was all his. Nothing more, nothing less. He was the guy. So how could hip hop die on your watch? Oh, well, brother, he said, watch the party die. I don't think he meant it like that. I don't think he meant it like that. I think he really meant whatever Drake was. Yeah, let's just kill that. But the problem with that is that again, like I said, it's one thing to win a battle. It's a whole other thing to actually provide the people the shit that they were getting for free. Drake was giving them the hits. Drake was giving y'all a hit record every fucking year. Even when the nigga was trying to sit and chill and not even do nothing, he would come back and just, I'm still here. Here you go. Here's the number one. Here's a yes indeed. Me and Lil Baby. Here's a me and Block Boy JB. Here's a me. Here's me and Future. Here's me. Here's a I'm going bad with Meek Mill. Shit, I can patch up the shit with Meek Mill and we can do this song. And shit, me and Chris Brown ain't never really seen eye to eye, but me and him could do a song and I can make a hit out of that. This is the thing that people don't want to understand. It's one thing to say you the king, it's a whole nother thing to prove it. In that battle, it's one step. One. That was it. Kendrick did one step. And that's why when Drake said that on the album, I laughed at it. Because it's actually the truth. When that nigga said, you niggas taking baby steps, you gotta walk before you run. Kendrick took one step. You killed the king. Congratulations. You got me. Congratulations. You got me. But look what happened after you got me. You got full. Your tummy got fed. But everybody else starved. The village of hip hop starved. Nothing was moving. If you wasn't dissing some fucking body or talking about Drake, Kendrick, or Cole, nobody gave a fuck about you. Nobody cared about your song. Nobody cared about your album. Nobody cared. So winning a battle is one thing. That's why I kept saying winning a battle is one thing. Winning the war is a whole other conversation. Kendrick won a battle. Great. What happened afterwards? The entire hip hop world was in shambles. And you could sit here and say, like I said, Kendrick got his. Everybody else fucking died. And don't give me that bullshit about, oh, the Clips had this and the Perry Boy Cardi had this. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Songs that was reigning supreme back in the day for damn near 15 years when Drake was the guy couldn't even get a fucking play on fucking on Billboard charts. Couldn't get a fucking play on top 40 radios. Couldn't get a fucking play on hip hop fucking radios. But real hip hop was back. Maybe it is back. Maybe real hip hop is back. Because the man that you actually wanted to execute, the man that y'all screamed was over and done and buried and dead and gone and never will return again. Yeah, that nigga got another hit record album and basically just told all y'all, yeah, big fuck you. Big fuck you. Massive. Massive middle fingers. Drake is back, ladies and gentlemen. The king is back. The GOAT is back. The sixth god is back. You know the one thing about this that has that has made me laugh a lot is watching people 3 weeks ago that was screaming about it's just music. It's not that deep. It's so funny now. It's just music. It's not that deep. Man, we gonna listen to Iceman. Y'all can't tell us we can't listen to Iceman. And then a leaked song comes out, 1 a.m. in Albany, which is really make them remember on the album. And everybody immediately was, man, this trash. Man, this sucked. Man, I don't want to hear this shit. Man, why he still talking about the beef? Which I also want to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to y'all, bro. Let me get this out the way. So Kendrick gets to do a whole Super Bowl halftime show, Grammys, get awards for talking down on Drake, do a stadium tour. First rapper to ever do a stadium tour, first rapper to ever headline a Super Bowl by himself. He gets all of these perks. He gets to talk about the fucking beef relentless. Cool. J. Cole then comes out. J. Cole could talk about the beef. ASAP Rocky could do a whole fucking press tour on his album, basically talking about the beef and drop a song dissing Drake, talk about I stole your bitch. And I even said then, that's weird. You're calling your baby mama a bitch? That's kind of weird, but okay. Like, okay, I guess. Ooh, okay. Which Drake got a great rebuttal to that shit. That is. Boy, I can't wait for the tour. Oh, that fucking song goes. Oh, nigga. Man. Yo, ASAP, bro, you should have just left it alone, bro. You shouldn't have said shit, bro. Oh my god, that's gonna. Oh my god. Anyway, anyway, Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. Whew, that's all gonna slap. Anyway, um, so it's a Rocky can talk about it. Rick Ross can do a whole press tour on a book, and now promoting his whole album around it. Metro Boomin, who started it, could talk about it and then say some goofy shit like, man, social media, they just blow shit out of proportion. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Future could talk about it, which I'll talk about that as well. I talked about it last week, but I'll talk about it and how I felt about that song that he's on the album. But Future could talk about it and say, I don't know nothing about no beef. I thought I was in the big three. Okay. Dr. Dre can talk about it. People get this. Dr. Dre did a whole fucking interview. When the fuck have you ever heard Dr. Dre do an interview? The most solid nigga in the game. He doesn't talk. He never fucking talks. But even he did an interview talk about something. Yeah, man. When Drake said something about Kendrick, he went a little bit too far. This he went too far shit. Y'all can kill that shit. I'm sick of that fucking word. Nigga went too far. Whatever, nigga. Whatever, nigga. Anyway. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I despise that shit. That too far shit. I despise that shit. Anyway, Dr. Dre could talk about this beef. Dr. Dre. When the fuck have you ever heard this nigga talk about anything in the last 20 fucking years? Jay-Z just did a whole interview about the beef. So you got people that are still monetizing this beef for fucking collateral, for clout and fucking money, like Glasses Malone and fucking dudes on YouTube that's still talking down on this man. You got all these goofy sons of bitches still talking down on this man. Everybody can talk about the beef for 2 years, but the one person that can't talk about the beef is the actual fucking person that got fucked over in the beef. Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. So you telling me everybody can monetize it, get money from it, talk down on him, everything. Every niggas that wasn't even in the beef could talk about the beef. I'm talking about niggas that wasn't even nowhere remotely close. I'm talking about niggas that wasn't even remotely in the fucking battle at all. You had a bunch of fucking West Coast rappers just starting to take off and trying to like talk about this fucking beef because this was the only thing people was talking about. So for 2 years, he had to watch people get their money off of him, talk down on him, get their fucking benefits, get everything off this man. And you sit there and tell this man he can't say nothing. He can't say nothing. You sound fucking stupid. You sound stupid. Everybody can talk about it except the fucking person that was in it. This is y'all this is y'all logic. I don't want to hear him talk about the beef. It's over. For you, for us, yes. But for 2 years, this man had to live. We don't know what the fuck this man's been going through personally. We don't know what the fuck he's been going through. We don't know if his friends, his parents, his son, bro, he's been having to look in people's faces for real and actually have to question human beings around him. Like, nigga, are y'all here because you fuck with me? Or are you here because you want something from me? Like, are you here because I'm beneficial or beneficial? As Fabulous would say. Which is one of the dopest lines I've ever heard in a rap, by the way. One of the dopest fucking lines ever. That shit was dope. Is you fucking with me because I'm beneficial or I'm beneficial? Oh, wow, nigga. He had to learn that. Especially when you see the entire fucking industry. People that you literally took on tours, worked with endlessly, gave them hooks, gave them features, gave them verses, gave them shout outs, promoted their fucking albums, promoted their fucking wine, promoted their fucking tour books, promoted everything you could ever think of. This man was giving them all that looks, all that love, and then they turn around and say, yeah, we done with you. The fuck? You done with me? You 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 done with me. I'm over. I'm done. You done with me. Tell with y'all. Tell with y'all. For 2 years, this man had to listen to all y'all talk down on him, piss on his name, tell him he ain't shit. Call this man one of the worst fucking words you could ever call a fucking human being. And you sit there and tell this man on fucking YouTube that I don't want to hear you talk about the beef no more. Would you let's take Drake out the situation. Would you do that? If somebody fucked you over, see, I said this last night. We gotta stop doing this, right? We gotta stop sitting there and saying that, you know, oh, I wouldn't have done that because I think I was like, you know, you had your I was talking about Anthony Edwards, and somebody was like, oh yeah, Anthony Edwards going over and talking to the Spurs. I wouldn't have done that. And I was like, yeah, nigga, that's you. And I said, we gotta stop doing shit like that. We gotta stop trying to pretend like because we wouldn't do that, certain people should do it, shouldn't do it. Because we wouldn't do it, certain people shouldn't do it. But we're not those people. But this is one of those times where this is actually exactly right where the fuck it needs to be. Because let's be 100% honest, none of y'all would have walked the fuck away from that beef. None of you. And 2 years later, when you had your chance to shit on them niggas, guess what the fuck you would have done? Exactly what the fuck Drake is doing right the fuck now. So when I hear you say, oh, I would have never, he needs to get his up. It's over. It's 2 years later. Who cares? No, because we don't know. He could be reliving that whole situation all over again every fucking day of his life. And you don't want to admit that. Like I said, we don't know what the fuck he went through. We have not a clue. This is why I don't respect people's opinions anymore. Because that's exactly what it is. It's a fucking opinion. I don't have to believe what the fuck you talking about. I don't have to at one point actually accept what the fuck you talking about. Cause nigga, you don't have no facts. You have no reality. You don't know Drake. I don't know Drake. None of us know this man. We don't know this man. I'm a fan, you a hater, and I still don't know this fucking man. And that's my problem, man. That's my problem. That's my fucking problem. You cannot tell somebody that was in his situation, in his shoes, to let it go. It ain't that real. It ain't that important. Shut the fuck up. And it's not that you want him to let it go because you think something bad can happen. It's not that. It's just you want him to let it go because you personally think he's gonna whine about it. I didn't know whining. I ain't hear a bit of fucking whining. What I heard was a nigga that got fucked over. What I heard is a nigga that felt like, you know what, bro? Fuck it. This what you wanted? You got it. That energy that I kept giving y'all, that love I kept giving y'all, and I thought I was getting back from y'all. You have no idea what you just did. I think Drake. I think Drake really wanted to help people. He wanted to show love to a lot of the guys in the game, his peers, people he came in the game listening to. I think he always wanted to be that guy. He always wanted to show them that love. He always wanted to give them that respect. And what happened? The game decided that it was over for him. And now we know there's a lot of other shit going on behind the scenes that we didn't know, but now we do. 2 years later, the game is still in disarray. 2 years later, the game is still in disarray. Because they all knew Drake was about to drop. Iceman is here, ladies and gentlemen. Iceman is here. But he didn't just drop Iceman, which was obviously the album that everybody knew he was going to drop. But he also dropped, like I said, an R&B album named Habiti, Habiti, Habiti. Listen, if I fucked that name up, I am so sorry. If I fucked that name up, I am so sorry. And he dropped Maid of Honor, which is an international dance kind of like an Honestly Nevermind Part 2. He gave you that too. Summer vibes throughout. How do I feel about these three albums? I haven't really got into Maid of Honor. Now, I'm one of those guys that also I really didn't listen to Honestly Nevermind. Like I really didn't listen to Honestly Nevermind like that. Um, but this project, the songs I have heard, yo, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all, man. True Bestie might be might be the motherfucking song of the summer, bro. Like that motherfucking song gonna slap. That bitch gonna slap. Oh man, you go to a club and you see that shit. Oh my god, that's gonna be different. True Bestie, that bitch a hit. That listen, bro. This nigga just got a fucking way with sound, bro. He fucking understands, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. Listening to all these albums, you could tell like he took his time crafting this shit. There's no way in hell a person comes up with three albums. By the way, for people that always say he makes the same songs, it's repetitive, it's the same shit over and over again. That is the most social media driven gaslighting bullshit I ever heard in my life. If you sit there and continuously say this man makes the same music over and over again, my nigga, I think you need to stop listening to his music. I think we can all come to a conclusion. This is the one thing we all could come to a conclusion. You should stop listening to his music. If you don't understand where he's going with his music, then stop telling everybody it sucks, it's trash, it's mid. No, no, it's not. You suck. You're trash. You're mid. You don't know what the fuck you're listening to. And if that is the case, then I suggest you go find somebody that can actually give you what the fuck you're listening to and you want to listen to. Outside of that, please shut the fuck up. Please, for the love of God, please shut the fuck up. This album, this album, this album, all three of those albums is dope. All three of them. Different albums. And like I said, Medavon, I got to get a little bit more into that. I got to really sit down and listen to that body of work. But I feel like Maid of Honor is for the outside. It's not for like a like sitting in at night and you like playing the game and then you put that album on. Like, no, that's for like some shit you outside, summertime, club, on a a bar or something with some women, and it's just go time. You know what I mean? So it like that is what I think that album is basically going to really be when it comes out. That when summer really hit, that's when that album is gonna go. That album is gonna go like fucking insane. The R&B album. That was actually the first album I played when he dropped it. That album is dope. That album is dope, man. That album is dope. I gotta also, man. Listen, man. I know a lot of people clown it, whatever you want to say. Drake and Sexy Red make some good ass songs. Am I tripping? Am I fucking crazy? Like, yo, Drake and Sexy Red make some good ass songs. Like, they understand each other. I don't know what it is. Like, oh, man, they make some good ass songs. Like, man, I'm listening to the R&B album and the fuck, I forgot the name of it now. But man, that fucking song came on. That's my favorite song off the R&B album. I know there's other people that say it's classic, classic second. I will give you classic, classic second. And I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, by the way, because I see the discourse, I see the chatter, I see what y'all feel. I get it. I fucks with it. I understand. We gonna talk about it. I got you. But that sexy red song with him on an R&B album, that's kind of hard, man. That whole hard, bro. I repeat, like, bro, I play that shit like every day. That whole is a hard ass song. That song is fucking, and of course him using Darnell Jones. I'm a '90s baby, so I know Darnell Jones, bro. When I hear Darnell Jones, yeah, man, yeah, man, that shit's insane. That shit's insane, bro. That Sexy Red song is dope. That song, that R&B album is dope as fuck. And they got the one off the dance record, that Cheetah Print. That bitch hard. Like man, look, they make some good music, bro. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. You can talk down on that. I don't give a fuck. Hey, bro, Drake and Sexy Red make some good ass music. I don't know what the fuck it is. From what Rich Baby Daddy on Off All My Dogs and bro, they even the fucking the post beef song they dropped after everything happened. Even that song, I was listening to that shit driving, and I'm like, man, this whole fucking hit. Like, like driving, like how the music just playing, and you focusing on the road, but like the fucking the song come on, I'm like, this bitch kind of hard. Like, this bitch kind of hard. Like, let me turn that bitch up a little bit. Hold on, that bitch kind of hard. I like that. Like, I'm like, yo, that bitch kind of hard. I like that. So it's just like it was like, damn, like this, they make some good ass music. Listen, bro. I don't know too much of Sexy Red music, but whenever she worked with Drake, they fucking hit that bitch out the park. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but they hit that bitch out the park. They got a good chemistry. I don't know what it is, but that R&B album slaps. Classic. Listen. Classic. Listen. Listen. That man, I'm so happy I saw this yesterday on TikTok. Or maybe it was this morning. I don't know. I don't remember. But the moment I heard Classic that night, I'm like, man, this shit sound like some old Drew Hill. It's like, tell me what. I'm like, these niggas need to jump. Like, what's going on? This is hold on, hold on. Like, hold on. Like, hold on, nigga. Hold on. What the fuck? I'm jumping in the room like, damn, hold on now. Wait a minute now. Like, Classic is a hit, bro. That bitch is a slap. Now, do I think he needed? Do I think he needed a second half of that? I actually like the second half. I get people like, nah, man, he should have gave us the whole fucking song. Like, do you think there's a version where it's a full fledged song? I think he went back into the boot and maybe took the sample that it originally was. I think that's what the sample is. I think the sample on the original Classic, I think when it cuts into the next half, I think that's the actual song that he's sampling. That's what the fuck I think. I think that's the actual sample of the song. So he's basically probably showing whoever made that song the love, like, hey, here it is. Like I got you. But that's a massive fucking love. That song hard, bro. That song. I'm gonna be honest. He probably kept it going. Top top 3 or 4 Drake R&B song ever. Like it's the top 3, 4, 5 R&B song of Drake ever. If he probably just did the whole song by himself, probably top. Listen, I got some R&B Drake songs. I got some R&B Drake songs that probably won't like fall anytime soon. Like I got some R&B. I grew up on Drake, so I kind of like I got some songs, bro. Like so yeah, I got some songs, bro. It's I got some songs, bro. But if he would have kept it, yeah, probably top 5, probably top 5, top 5. If okay, my top 5 R&B. I feel like I gotta not say this shit. Um, top 5 R&B Drake songs. Hold on, for me personally, this is my top 5 R&B. Polar Opposites is up there. I feel like people sleep on Polar Opposites by Drake. That song is fucking fantastic. Like that might be my favorite R&B Drake song. Like that the way he sung on that motherfucker, like that might be my favorite Drake R&B song ever. Like, and it's insane that he's still dropping songs I can still sit there and say might be still rising on. And I've heard this man music for my entire teenage adult life, and it's shit. It's like top tier. Polar Opposites. I Get Lonely Too, which is one of my favorite, my first real Drake R&B songs I've ever heard. I Get Lonely Too, which I don't know why the fuck he gave that to Jeremiah. No diss to Jeremiah. I fuck with Jeremiah. I fuck with Jeremiah. But it's just like, bro, you did not need to take that song. that was not one of those. Let me hand this song to. This is the insane part. He wrote that shit and gave it to him. Like I'm like, bro, what are we doing, bro? The original Fall from My Type 2. Love Jamie Foxx, but if Drake just had that song by himself, that shit might be a top five Drake R&B song of all time. Like if he just kept that song and put that shit on Thank Me Later, oh my god, that might be a yeah, that might be a top five Drake song of all time. Like God Almighty. Um, I fuck with my side. My side, Jungle, bro. Bro, we got some songs to play with here, man. This is the thing. Like he got some R&B songs that'll make you start sitting there and just like that's what the meaning of don't Drake and drive. That's one of those like you just be driving just like fuck. Even Marvin's Room. If you actually think about it, Marvin's Room is actually an R&B song. Like if you even say, like think about it, Marvin's Room is an R&B song. Shot for Me, that's an R&B song. Like bro, like yeah man, yeah, shit, yeah, 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 yeah. Sooner Than Later off of So Far Gone, bruh. Breeze Interlude, bruh. This nigga got hits. Oh my god, this nigga got hits. This shit's insane. Come through is a fucking R&B classic, bro. Like anybody that tells you Come Through ain't an R&B classic off of Nothing Was the Same, you fucking smoking dope. Like you are on that shit. You need to get off of it. You need to get off of that shit. Come Through is a fucking top tier R&B classic. And again, it's not because you wouldn't even think about it being an R&B song. But that is an R&B fucking song. Like he's singing on that motherfucker. Like, bro, Come Through is a bro. When I clip this shit, y'all, we can debate this shit. We can have an actual, genuine conversation. No, I'm getting mad now thinking about this shit because I'm like, no, this nigga got too many fucking R&B hits. This is insane. This shit is insane. I don't like this. I don't like this. This nigga got too many R&B hits, and you still gotta sit there and be like, I just gave y'all five, and I'm still going. This is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. See, this is when you actually genuine like an artist and you fuck with their music. It's like, man, this ain't got too many fucking songs. This is insane. I go all the way back to So Far Gone, and I can talk about those fucking songs. November 18th, it kind of borders R&B, hip hop, kind of. It borders a little bit. But if you want to count it as an R&B song, it kind of does kind of feel R&B ish. Raining in Houston, raining in Houston, bruh. We're not about to. What's the fuck? Now I'm blanking. Fuck is that song on that him and Party's album? When he's gone, when he's gone is a fuck, bro. That song will be fucking legendary in the next 5 to 10 years. Cause y'all know y'all niggas is slow and you got to catch up to the music. When He's Gone by Drake and Party Next Door will be a top five R&B fucking song in the next 5 to 10 years. I fucking promise you that. Watch what the fuck. People gonna be like, don't know how to start again. And you're just gonna be, what the fuck? Like, oh, nigga, wait a minute. Hold on. Like, it's just gonna catch on. Like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Classic could have been up there. I gotta bring it back. I gotta bring it back. I gotta bring it back. Classic would have been up there. You see what I'm saying? That classic would have been up there. Like Lord, him if he would have kept it, yeah, yeah. Like Love All. If he doesn't probably put Hove on that song, that's probably a top five classic R&B. Talk about CLB, him and Ty Dolla $ign song. I can't remember that fucking song now, but that song is a top five, bro. This nigga got too many hits, and that's just R&B. I didn't even get to the raps yet. I didn't even get to rap. I didn't even get to rap yet. This is just R&B. Like, oh my god, dude, this is insane. This is insane. This is insane. This is fucking insane. That is insane, bro. Lord have mercy, Jesus. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. I didn't get to the fucking all right the rap yet. That nigga could make a bro. This nigga could do a whole tour. He could do a Drake versus Drake tour. You understand how insane that shit sounds? You understand how insane that shit sounds? He can do a Drake versus Drake tour. He ain't gotta put nobody's features. He ain't gotta put no song with Ross, Cole, or nobody. It could just be a tour of him by his fucking self, and he could do an R&B side, and you battle on. You choose between which one you wanted him to start first. Do you want the R&B Drake, or do you want the motherfucking rap version of Drake first? And then we can go from there. And then he could mix in the party records here and there. You know the Honestly Nevermind and the Maid of Honor records. And if that's the tour we get, which would be dope as fuck, by the way, if he wants to do like a Drake versus Drake tour, which is just him versus himself, R&B Drake versus hip hop Drake, bruh, listen, listen. Ah, my God, I'll be there. Boy, I'll be there. I'm buying tickets. I'm buying tickets. Fuck it, let's get it. Buying tickets. Fuck it, let's get it. Yeah, man. Him and Party Next Door song too. I haven't really sat down and really listened to it enough, but that Party and Drake song too on that hoe is hard too. Like that's a hard ass record too. That Gen 5, I was listening to that bitch last night and I'm like, bro, this that second half of Gen 5 is like you start looking at the wall and thinking about a girl you ain't talked to in like 7 years. Like this shit is insane. You should be sitting at the wall like, God damn, this nigga really just bringing up old shit. Like, I thought I buried this shit. This nigga bringing up old shit. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. WNBA, I see a lot of people fucking with WNBA, which is a dope ass record. Dope ass record, bro. Yeah, that R&B project is insane. That R&B project is insane. Like it's insane, bro. That's crazy. That's a hard ass R&B record, bro. It's hard, bro. It's hard. It's hard. And man, that and Chris Brown's album is dope as shit. Shout out to Breezy. Breezy album, and that might be Chris Brown's best album that I've heard in a very long time. Like I haven't liked the Chris Brown album since like Fame. Like I like some songs off of X and Fortune, but like his albums are too fucking long and it's a bunch of fucking nothing. But this felt like a real genuine, and I gotta show love to Chris Brown on here too, because Chris Brown's album was dope as fuck. I like that album. That album's hard. That album's hard. So yeah, those are like two of my favorite albums right now. Leon Thomas too. Leon Thomas killing it too. Um, but yeah, and of course Iceman, the album that everybody was waiting for, the album that everybody was anticipating. It's good as shit. You know what's funny? You know what's extremely funny to me is that I think that they don't know for the last decade, right? Last decade plus, the narrative that people have been running with is Drake used ghostwriters, right? Every time Drake has a hit record, oh man, I wonder who wrote that. You know what I haven't heard since this Iceman album came out? He got ghostwriters because these lines seem too direct and nobody can actually explain what the fuck Drake has been going through except Drake. I haven't heard one ghostwriter rumor or ghostwriting joke this whole time. And it's been damn near it's about to be a week. It's about to be a week. It's about to be a week. I haven't heard one person in the comment saying, man, I wonder who wrote that for him. I haven't heard one. You know why? Because a lot of this shit is seeming very fucking personal. Now I know when I clip this, people are gonna sit there and say it's because nobody want to write this lame ass shit. Nobody wants to write this trash. Nobody wants to write this. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. A lot of these bars are very personal. A lot of these bars are also going over your fucking head, which is clear as a fucking bell. That shit, some of these bars are. I mean, I'm watching people be like, I don't like none of this shit. What's the dude on? See on Twitter right now? They clowning on Drake Twitter. Dude was so happy for Kendrick's shit, and he was like, when Kendrick was like, hey, that's my bitch, and they was like, and he was on there talking about some shebang. He was mad at shebang, which is a dope ass fucking record, and that's another one that's gonna bang it fucking tour. Oh my god, that fucking song is gonna be on another fucking planet. Like when that tour happens, Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. But the way people, but again, because of how people are trying to now be so fucking wordy and think they know what they're doing. And shout out to Lost in Vegas because they are the best. You want to hear really people break down music and break down bars? Go listen to them. Don't listen to all these dudes that have a personal agenda to talk down on this man. Go actually listen to people that actually break down the fucking music. I've been watching those dudes for a while. So to see them finally get their flowers and get their love is fucking amazing. I fuck with them heavy. So shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they will ever see this, but shout out to y'all. I'm a small content. I don't even call myself a fucking content creator. I'm a podcaster, nigga. I don't do no content creation. That shit is weird. I am a podcaster, nigga. But shout out to y'all because y'all are actually the ones that's actually, you know, giving the fucking facts and telling the truth. And so many fucking songs are going over so many people's heads, and I'm starting to see that it's really going over people's heads. That you can tell people don't really have a real actual ear for lyrical ability. They don't have it. They think by having a voice kind of on it, or an inflection of your voice, or a tweak of a word here, or some goofy shit, or you go to Rap Genius and which by the way, a bunch of fucking rappers are trash, by the way. When you talk about Rap Genius that talks about like all these fucking syllables and they highlight the syllables and they're like trying to just make you see those syllables, and you're like, oh my god, that's what he was saying? No, nigga, that's not what he was saying. What the fuck are you talking about? People don't know have this, and again, you comparing a person that's been in the game for damn near 16, 17 years to a fucking Playboy Cardi who can't fucking rap his ass. He can't rap for shit. But yet you sit there and say you like the Bob or Playboy Cardi, but then you want to sit there and talk down on Drake's music? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You sound fucking stupid. Anyway. And there's no diss to Playboy Cardi because I don't listen to that nigga. See, this is the, and I'm going to get into that too. I don't listen to Playboy Cardi because that music is not for me. Hint, hint to the haters. If the music's not for you or the person's not for you, you probably shouldn't listen to their fucking music. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of fucking artists out there that you can easily go pull up and fuck with that will give you what you want. You want the vibes, you want the hits, go listen to their albums. But Drake, Iceman, the lyrical ability is going over people's heads because they're not looking for the lyrical ability. They have a narrative they have to push. So, of course, it sounds like he's whining. No, he's not whining. That's revenge, nigga. And you don't understand it because you think you know what revenge is, but you have no idea. You don't know somebody that's been sitting in exile, waiting, waiting for their get back. You have no idea what that's like. You think you do, but that's the stupidest thing they ever did. And he said it perfectly well. The dumbest exiling me might be the dumbest shit you have ever done. And that is probably one of the most honest fucking bars I've ever heard. Cause I'm like, this is a nigga that literally was giving y'all all hits. This is a dude that jumped out the window and always fuck with y'all and work with y'all. And now you are sitting here telling this man Now you're sitting there telling this man, it's over, it's finished, it's done. That's insane. But Shebang, the dude was on his thing, and they put up a clip of him listening to Kendrick's album, and he was like, "Oh man, this is so great." And then he does the Shebang thing. He's like, "Oh, this shit is trash." The reason why Shebang is a hit record, because it's a hit record, and this again goes into what I just said, man. People don't understand actual artistry. They don't know it. They only know what they've been told. So nobody has actually, in this generation, especially this generation, nobody actually sits with an album. I grew up listening to music. So I grew up listening to actual albums. I love production. I love production. So I know, you know, the influxes of a voice and all this other shit. And it feels like a lot of y'all don't understand. A lot of y'all don't understand actually what the fuck you are listening to for most of the time. Most of y'all don't understand what you actually are listening to. That's why you think what Kendrick did on GNX was so good. And I'm not trying to shit on Kendrick and GNX. It's just like, bro, there's a level of, there's a sense of like, you can tell Drake is listening to the beat. He's understanding where the inflection goes, the timing of when he says these words. Like one of my favorite on Shebang, right? On Shebang, Drake is like, am I upset a bit? Like, I don't know why that shit always makes me laugh. Am I upset a bit? Maybe because I grew up on like all that Keenan and Kel, and they used to do shit like that. Am I mad? A bit, a tad bit. Like, that's what it makes me feel like. Am I upset? A tad bit. That shit is so funny. I don't know why I bust out laughing every time I hear that nigga say that shit. Am I upset? A bit. Like, yo, what the fuck? I'll bust out fucking laughing. I'm like, this shit is funny. But then, then it goes into, you know, last thing you dropped was shit. I ain't press play on that hoe. Me, skip. Like, oh man, how disrespectful could you be? Disrespectful as shit. You understand? People will never understand that because you again, you're looking for a fucking, you're looking for matching of words. You're looking for something to rhyme really good. But that actually works for that song. It works for that beat. It makes sense. And then of course the Migos, him taking the Migos ad libs. I don't know which one it was. Quavo take off. Might have been all of them. I don't know. But taking the ad libs and also placing the ad libs, placing the ad libs where they were structured throughout the song. Bro, that takes time because you still got to rap your way, and then you still got to place the ad libs throughout the song so they can catch the beat and catch the the bridge and the structure of the song. That's insane, bruh. That is insane. So when he does that and people are liking that fucking song, and people are liking that fucking song, yeah, yeah. And this is why people will never understand it. It's like, oh, he just playing. This ain't even a good song, bro. That's the song that's gonna break fucking records. I'm telling y'all right now. Shebang is another song that's gonna be a fucking massive fucking hit during the summer. And shout out to the DJ. That might have been the actual producer. I have no idea. I saw it on social media the day it came out. I don't know if that's the truth, but if that's actually the real producer that was doing the to the Shebang, bro, that bro, hit that on. Hit that on. Hit that on. Boom. Oh, yeah. That man was in that shit, that boot, bro. That boy was in that motherfucker. If that's the real producer, I think that's the real producer. That's the real producer of Shebang. Shout out to you, bro. If that's the real producer, if that is not, and that's just a DJ that you just caught doing that shit when the album came out, still shout out to you because you was making that song a motherfucking viral hit. I need people to understand that nigga is making that song a viral fucking sensation. I ain't never seen it so quick. That motherfucker hit that bitch. I like, bro, that tour life gonna be different, bro. That gonna go hit. Oh, that shit go hit, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man, because he killed that shit. On beat. That nigga was on beat. That was too. Good. Yeah, man. That's insane. Um, I was driving today, right? I was driving today. It might have been yesterday. I'm gonna be 100. I did not like Too Hard for the Radio. And today I was driving and I physically sat down and really because I was driving. I'm driving and I'm just letting the album play. And Ran to Atlanta came on. And it's something I actually wanted to talk about as well, right? Run to Atlanta, right? And I'm listening to this song and I'm like, because when I first heard it, I'm like, I don't like this shit. I didn't like Future being on the album. I'm one of them fans. Yeah. I'm one of them fans. Guilty as charged. I did not like Future being on the album. I didn't. I didn't like it at all. Now, Drake has every right to put whoever the fuck he wants on his album. But I feel like putting Future on the album kind of negates what the fuck Iceman is. Now I saw Future actually just tweet, you know, OVO free bands back together again, back by popular demand. So, and then there's like this rumor that Kendrick heard the song and was tearing shit up in the studio. I don't believe that shit at all. I don't believe that shit at all. I don't think Kendrick gives a fuck that him and Future are back to cool. I don't think Kendrick gives a fuck. He got what he wanted, which was to rip them apart in the first place. I don't think he gives a shit, a solitary fuck that them two dudes are back cool. I don't think he gives a fuck. But I say this though, Future now understands something. You can't play both sides of the fence. Drake ain't doing that shit no more. You see, he was cool with y'all going to do songs together. Drake was cool with you and Kendrick always working together, and you being on Black Panther Project, and that's a look for you, and that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm happy for you because it was still putting more press on Future. So when they got to work together, more people were starting to fuck with their songs. After this beef, it is officially dead. That shit is not happening again. I don't give a fuck if that nigga call you up and give you all the money under the sun. You better go fuck with that nigga. like, you better not go fuck with that nigga. And that's the thing about this situation. I think people don't understand. Yeah, that is dead. But yeah, I wasn't. I feel like he could have put Thug on that song. It still would have had the same meaning. It still would have popped. He could have put Thug on that song. He could have put 2 Chainz. He could have put shit. Could have put Quavo. He could have put the Migos on that motherfucker. Actually, think about that. Put Quavo and Offset on that song with Miley Santana. That's a look. Because at that time, especially if you're putting it under the guidelines of Migos, we haven't heard Quavo and Offset together in a minute. And then you put Miley Santana on there with them. That's still a look for her. And I wouldn't be bad if Miley Santana and Ran to Atlanta got, the #1 record. Like it wouldn't. But I think a lot of Drake fans took that very personal. Like, nah, we can't have Future get a #1 record. And it's not again, it's not to Drake. It's like, bro, we can't let Future get this #1 record. Like, you didn't learn shit. Like, you didn't learn shit from the battle, bro. Like, as soon as it, and again, Run to Atlanta, it kind of sounds like Future kind of ran to Drake. That's what it sounds like. Because after he got to light that shit off, name me. I said this last week. Name me a Future song since like that actually popped. Don't worry, I'll wait. Exactly. And by the way, this is the first time you've heard Future on a big record in a very long time since like that. So it tells you a lot. It tells you a lot. But yeah, I'm with most of Drake fans with this shit. No, Future should have not been on his album. Run to Atlanta is a dope. I actually listened to the song. Like I said, I was driving. I actually had a chance to listen to the song. It's actually a dope song. It's a good. It's a good song. It fits. It does fit the album. Now, would I listen to that shit if I wasn't playing it throughout? No. If I could skip a song, it's probably that one. No diss to Miley Santana because she killed it. Shout out to her. That's a look. That's a look that I mean, despite how I feel about the Drake and Future collaboration, regardless, despite how I feel about that shit, that's a massive fucking look for her. Like your first real mainstream, you know, debut, welcome to the game, really. You get on a song with two men who basically have been running hip hop for a decade plus. That's a fucking and then not just two men that just been running hip hop for damn near a decade plus. Two men that have unspeakable fan bases that will ride for them. And now you're getting on that song with two people of Drake and Future's caliber. That's a look. And again, it sucks that as Drake fans, I hate this shit for her because she got the right hook, she got the right song with the two right people, and because of the bullshit that went on, we can't celebrate it for her. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks, dude. I wish Drake would never put it on that song. Like, and if you were gonna put on that song, you should have put on a song with the Migos or a Thug, 21 maybe, but like 2 Chainz, like someone like that wasn't Future. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm not ready to hear a Drake and Future collaboration. I said this last week. If this was Future's album and he wants to put Drake on there, that's actually mending fences because you actually said, you know what, bro, come and do my album. Like I like it started with my album. Technically, let's end this shit with my album. But you then going around and doing a song. I just didn't like that. And again, it's no dit. It's just like, bro, there's ways we could have done that. If you wanted to drop just a teaser, that could have been a single that led us into Iceman. You could have dropped that song. You could have kept what did I miss? And maybe Drake and Future still probably weren't on good terms until maybe a couple months ago. We don't know when they actually sat down and had an actual genuine conversation. We have no idea. But yeah, I am with the Drake fans on that. I wish he just did do that. I'm sorry. And I fuck with the album. That's just a collaboration. I'm just like I wasn't ready for it, and I'm just still not like I'm trying to process it. It's a dope ass song. Don't get it twisted. Like, it's gonna bang. It bangs in the whip, and it's gonna kill on tour. But I'm just not a. I just don't want to see that shit right now. I'm sorry. I don't want to see Drake and Future back together, and Drake damn near giving Future another number one fucking record. That's insane. Like he almost gave you another number one hit. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. That's insane. Um, Happy to see them back together. It just yes, it's been 2 years. I get it, but damn, bro, you should have. Yeah, when I saw that shit that night when they was doing a live stream, and I saw Future, I said, "This nigga really on this fucking album." I said, "What the fuck?" Yeah, yeah, that took a minute. That took a minute to process that. I'm like, really, bro? Like, all right, bro. I guess. I guess. There's a lot of songs of Iceman that I generally just fuck with. I have said this numerous times. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know Plot Twist was already a song that was already out. Like, I think he had already kind of like debuted it. And I think that might have was supposed to, I think, feature Travis Scott, because I saw Travis Scott bumping it. I think it's supposed to feature Travis Scott. Well, that shit probably clearly went the fuck out the window because of this beef, which is another person that we haven't really heard a lot from since the beef because Travis Scott was the one that was also alienated. It was also hyping the dissing of Drake. Like he was hyping like that. Now people can sit there and say we don't know really what he was hyping, but it's clear as day what the fuck it clearly now is. But plot twist is different. Plot twist is different. Plot twist is different. That shit is insane. That 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 nigga lyrical ability on that song alone, the hook, him spelling out mob, oh, you know, October gang, that shit alone is just like, bruh, that's insane. That like that's insane. That's insane. And these niggas will sit there and tell you Drake ain't got no bars. This shit is trash. This shit is mid. Okay. That shit was insane. That shit was insane. Make Them Cry, the intro of Iceman. It's dope as shit. I always say, man, I love introspective Drake. There will never be another artist, maybe J. Cole, that I can sit here and say when they get into that introspective bag, when they start to look back at their life, when they actually start to actually think about what's going on in life, man, it's different. It's a different world, it's a different energy, it's a different everything. So yeah. But Make Them Cry is dope. I see a lot of people also not understanding the perspective on that when he said, that he's not taking therapy seriously. That he can only see his reflection in through his therapist's glasses. And people had a fucking problem with that. And they were like, this shit, what is he talking about? And I'm just sitting there like, bro, y'all really aren't trying to listen to the words. You're just trying to pick the fucking quotes. And that's the problem with this time period of life that we're in. You niggas don't really listen to the words. You're just looking for a fucking quote that you can post on fucking social media. The fact that that man is rapping about real shit and y'all still asked him to rap about the real shit and he gave you the real shit and then and a shout out to Las Vegas again because they were being out. They told you what the fuck it was, which was like, bro, like he's divulging into what they asked him to go deep. Explain what was it like to meet the Grim Reaper, and he starts to explain it and he says, "Yo, I went to Turks. I went to Turk, and Turk, and I went and I'm trying to get and I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, and I'm trying to finally get some sleep. But yet, all I can think about is this fucking mountain to climb. Like, and these people still talk about my motherfucking music, like they Twin Peaks. Like, have I really reached, you know, my ending, my demise in the game? Have I really reached it? Is this the end of Drake, basically?" And the fact that the man was rapping, and then he would go into his bravado shit, which was like, yo, like man, like I got money, I got fame, I got women, I got all this shit. I'm the man. And then he had to continuously had to check himself. Like, no, 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 no. You no, like, no, nigga, like, bro, look in the mirror. Actually have a conversation with yourself. That's why you're in the shit that you're in now. Because you always just covered it up with money and fame and glory and bitches and hoes and all this other shit. You have not yet checked the man in the mirror. You have not sat down and actually had a genuine conversation with yourself. What are you doing? That's what the fuck that song was about, and yet people still will sit here and tell you he is indeed. He is indeed. He ain't talking about nothing. It's like I fucking guess, dog. What you want? I can't even do this with people no more. Because again, you're not listening to the music. He's actually telling you what you wanted to hear, and you still are choosing to ignore it. The fact that this man goes in and says, what he said, I'm battling patience, I'm battling frustration. Nigga, I'm about to turn 40, bitch. I'm battling aging. Like I'm battling aging. Like, bro, I'm like I'm you say, I'm battling. Fuck it, I battle the stations. I battle the label. I battle the motherfucking stations till my ass is back in rotation. He's telling you what the fuck has been going on. Like, bro, like I'm battling every fucking body. I battle every fucking body. Fuck it. Give me all the artists. Give me the labels. Give me all these niggas. I take all these motherfuckers out. Because you asked him to go deep. Okay, here he goes. This is what the fuck I've been feeling. This is what I'm feeling. Here it is. You want to know? Here it is. Then he gets to, and something that hit me when I heard it. My father got cancer, bro. We battling stages. My dad got cancer. We battling stages. So please trust me when I say I'd rather be dealing with anything other than this shit that we're actually dealing with in real life. Real life, I'm really dealing with some real shit. This shit was nothing. So when people try to sit here and talk down on that man's music and talk down on that song, it's like, bro, you're looking for quotes. That's why y'all continuously scream, give me the bops, give me the hits. Because you just want quotes. You want some shit you could post to your girl on social media, or some shit you could text a girl in the morning. That's what you want. And you didn't get it. And if you didn't get it, sorry to tell you. Because he said at the beginning of the motherfucking song, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. But if you're looking for features, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. But if you're looking for features, this shit better have some really big features. And well, sorry to burst your bubble. That shit ain't happening. He flat out told you what it was. And just because you don't want to accept it doesn't mean he's wrong. I gotta listen to Dust a little bit more. And it's crazy to say I've been listening to this album. I just after the first night, I really didn't listen to Dust. I listened to Dust today. It was kind of dope. It was kind of dope. It was kind of dope. I liked it. I liked it. Um, I like the second half of it more than I like the first. But um, what's the other fucking song? God damn it! What's the other fucking song? Then he just goes on a run. Like the third song. Oh my god! Whisper My Name. Whisper My Name. If you sit here and tell me that ain't a good song, you don't know music. You don't like music, and you can shut the fuck up about what the fuck you think real hip hop is. Please shut the fuck up about that. Because clearly, nigga, you don't know shit. Whisper My Name is so hard. Shout out to all these people that are breaking these songs down. Didn't even know that the actual beginning of Whisper My Name was a diss to Pharrell. I didn't even know that shit. That shit skipped over my head. I'm like, wait, what? I saw that shit. Like it was even like he was like, oh, it's a four. Yeah, Pharrell does this 4-part build up, and I didn't even realize that shit. I'm like, no, the fuck he don't. And then I went back and listened to all of Pharrell's beats, and I'm like, oh, he really does do that shit. This nigga Drake, bro, this nigga playing a different game. That's a different world, different game, bro. Y'all don't want to play this game with this nigga. He different. Like y'all don't play this game with this nigga. Whisper My Name is hard, bro. That's a hard fucking song, bro. That's a hard ass motherfucking song. Uh, Janet, Janet, shut the fuck up. Janine, shut the fuck up, bro. Do you understand the voice, like that deep ass voice he had to get? I know people go sit there and say, "Man, that's a yeah, man. He didn't. That's not really him. Whatever, nigga. You understand how goddamn you got to come from the fucking like your like damn near stomach to get that fucking type of inflection on your voice? That's a baritone, bro. Like that nigga. I don't know how the fuck he came up with that fucking hook. Like that hook of that baritone is insane. I saw some people trying to now like credit, like take that. The young lady, I actually saw this on Instagram. The young lady song that he took, as everybody keeps screaming, oh, he stole that. The young lady song that he used, I should say, for this body, for that song, even posted on social media, like joking, like, Drake, he took my song. Clearly, they have a relationship. I didn't even know this goes all the way back to So Far Gone, but this goes all the way back to So Far Gone. She was on the song. She was on So Far Gone. This is 2009. Her song that he used wasn't until 2011. So they clearly have a fucking relationship. Clearly. But that's something, man. I'm telling you, bro. The first night I heard that shit, I turned on the live stream. I think that might have been the first song the first video that I actually physically saw. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then the album came out, and I ain't been able to stop playing that song. I ain't been able to stop playing that fucking song. Woo, boy, that shit hit, bro. Oh my god, that shit hit. It's funny to watch people get in their feelings when he basically said white kids listen to you for guilt, for white guilt, and that's how your soul get fulfilled. I ain't never seen so many white kids, white boys, people on social, people getting their fucking feelings. And that's how you know that shit struck a nerve. That shit struck a nerve, bruh, because they know that's the facts. They know it's true. Because if it didn't really affect you and you didn't really give a fuck, that shit would have rolled off your back like I don't feel no guilt about listening to Kendrick Lamar. I don't feel no guilt about listening to any rapper that raps about black plight, black fight in this world. I don't feel no I don't feel no whatever about that. I love hip hop because I grew up on it. But that's not what happened. A lot of y'all that I saw was very like, nigga can't what you mean? It's like, damn, nigga, he just said just that. Like, bro, what you and you tripped. You lost your fucking shit. Why? Why did you lose your mind over a fuck, bro? If you didn't feel that way, that shit should have just rolled off your fucking back. Nothing should have. You should have never gotten your feelings like that. The fact that that got you so up in arms tells me that he said something that you believe is true. You believe it. You know it's true. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, I was just trying to." No, bro, because something like that, something of that magnitude, you wouldn't even that shit wouldn't even hit your radar. You'd be like, "Oh, that's what he said. Cool, 100." You would have played it off smoother than that. Instead, what do you mean Yeah, that shit made me laugh yesterday. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. He got so offended. He was like, "White kids. So what did you think white kids listen to Drake for? The hits, the number one singles, the actual fucking music that he's actually dropping." And let's not pretend like, bro. Let's not act like most of the people that was bumping, not like us, because we all saw the videos of white campuses, white colleges bumping not like us. Let's not pretend like a lot of these schools wasn't bumping not like us. I'm talking about high schools and shit. Let's not pretend like most of these fucking tours, most of these tour stops were a bunch of fucking white kids. Janet Shut the Fuck Up is a fucking banger. It's just a fucking hit. That's a fucking hit, bro. That's insane. Um, I want to say Shebang is fifth. Then it goes into Shebang. No, it goes to Run to Atlanta. I already talked about that. Then it goes into Shebang. Manish on a beat, shebang. Manish on a beat, shebang. Yo, the way that nigga could, yo, this nigga could make a fucking kind of like a jokey song and it still fucking slaps. That's insane, bro. This shit, nigga was joking. He was playing, and you could tell like, yo, he didn't take this shit serious. It just, bro, that shit's insane. That's insane. That's insane. Comparing lyrics from two different, like, bro, the way you let me explain this, bro. The way y'all listen to Kendrick will not be how y'all listen to Drake. So if you still looking for Drake to have like the Kendrick verses and the Kendrick bars, that's not what the fuck he does. Stop trying to make it seem like that. And then when you get upset and you try to like compare it, it's like, bro, you comparing nothing. You're comparing nothing. You're comparing absolutely fucking nothing. You're trying to make it seem like Drake doesn't have the hard hitting songs and the hard hitting words because you have some thesaurus in your fucking head that can tell everybody what the fuck real hip hop is. It's like, no, nigga, that's not reality. Shebang is a hit. It's a fucking hit record. And if you shut the fuck up, you can actually hear the words that he's actually saying. Shebang is a dope ass song. And then it goes into Make Them Pay. Shout out to everybody that worked on that song. I don't know. I think it was Overtime and Fly Williams, if I'm not mistaken. Overton. Forgot your name, man. I'm so sorry. Because I saw your tweet when you posted it. I'm sorry, man. But whoever produced that beat, that song particular, taking a legendary free. And if you grew up, you know that sample. Like it was in most of the 90s music. Like it was in most of 90s music. Denise Williams, shout out to you, the legend. Free. That song is so fucking legendary. But to hear him take that, man, and flip it with that production. You see what I don't hear is when Drake actually was rapping and you could understand what he was saying, supposedly, like y'all keep saying, and he wasn't funny. And when he was directly talking to motherfuckers, you can't deny that nigga was rapping his fucking ass off. And that's the one thing you keep screaming that he can't do. He doesn't do it. He killed that shit. He made that shit as direct can be. he, which brings me to what I also need to talk about, which is J. Cole. I love the Fall Off. I still think the Fall Off is the best rap album of the year. I love Iceman, but Fall Off is the best rap album of the year. I'm not, again, like I always say, I'm not about to pretend because now I got some new shit in my playlist that I'm about to sit there and act like now I gotta no. The Fall Off is the best rap album of the year. But Iceman is definitely on its heels. It's definitely it's not as close it's super close to me personally. It's very close, but the Fall Off is still the best rap album of the year. Because J. Cole's the best rapper out of the three. But that we can get into that conversation a whole nother time. J. Cole, you are my favorite rapper. You are in my top five dead or alive. There is nobody better than you in the lyrical sense that I've heard in this generation. Even Drake, even Kendrick, Big Sean, Wale, Big Crit. There's no one. I think I see why J. Cole and Jay Z's relationship is strained. I think I see now. I'm starting to see why it's strained. If what Drake said on Make Them Pay, which was y'all run the hole for a second opinion, he's talking to Cole. Why would Kendrick run to fucking Jay Z for a second opinion? J. Cole ran to Jay Z for a second opinion. or Jay-Z called him or whatever the case may be. But clearly we also now know Jay-Z is pulling strings behind the scenes trying to fuck this man's career up. For what reason? I mean, there's a laundry list of fucking reasons why Jay Z could really want to go at Drake. I'm sorry, at Drake. It's a laundry list of reasons for why Jay Z will go at Drake. One reason in particular, obviously, Drake not signing to Tidal, but going to Apple. That fucked up a lot of money for Jay Z, even though clearly he got everybody to sign with him. But even then, people forget this. Even then, Drake was the biggest fucking artist in the world. Like people forget this nigga has been running this shit for a very long fucking time. Even then, Drake was running the fucking game. So this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing that just came out of nowhere. But if J. Cole ran to Jay-Z or Jay-Z called J. Cole and told him, hey, because here's the rumor that everybody keeps saying, right? Something happened. Somebody did tell J. Cole, hey, this is not what you think it is. Back the fuck out of this. And as somebody that loves J. Cole to death, man, one of my favorite rappers of all time, I can see J. Cole getting a call from Jay-Z and being told, hey, listen, I usually don't tell you what to do, and I don't usually tell you what. And again, we also go into the position of J. Cole. There was a massive rumor that came out during that time period that the reason why J. Cole also backed out of the battle, this is a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not, but if this all holds true, this could make sense. J. Cole needed to get out the battle because the industry clearly, now we know, was trying to fuck Drake over. But the only way J. Cole could get out the battle is by getting out of his deal. He was trying to get out of his deal. And he was trying to get his masters. It now makes sense if Jay-Z's the one that called J. Cole and said, hey, bro, get out this battle. I will give you whatever the fuck you want. Get out this battle. You do not need to be in this battle because this ain't what you think it is. This is not Drake versus Cole. I mean, Drake versus Kendrick. This is Drake versus Kendrick and the whole motherfucking people that don't like him. Like, in the entire industry that's trying to fucking fuck up his shit. So it would make sense. The only person I feel like could have gotten to J. Cole and told J. Cole, get the fuck out the battle is Jay-Z. That makes sense. A lot of people probably will sit there and say, that don't make sense. No, it makes sense. And that is probably why J. Cole now looks at Jay-Z with some resentment. Like, bro, like you left this man. I now gotta not only tell this man what the fuck is happening, I can't tell this man what the fuck is happening, why I'm leaving him. But you also the apology, of course, is all on J. Cole. Like he did the apology and he probably really did feel that way about Kendrick. But if Drake is saying what he's saying and it's actually true, then Jay-Z calling J. Cole, it probably just confirmed what he already was feeling, which is I probably shouldn't have been in this battle to begin with. But now that I got the fucking call from the big homie, or, a nigga that I kind of do still respect in the game, and Jay-Z, who's let me do what the fuck I wanted to do, it does make sense. It makes a lot of fucking sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense that if J. Cole got advice from Jay-Z to get the fuck out the battle, and again, it goes into their strained relationship. It looks weird now that J. Cole and Jay-Z kind of have like this weird ass kind of relationship. Like it's only been brought up the last couple of years. Like if you look at it, a lot of people have always talked about how Jay-Z and J. Cole kind of like got this weird ass relationship. Now look at the situation. If J. Cole, who has always stuck to his principles and was like, nah, like I'm not gonna lead this man out here to fend for himself, but then nobody's probably getting through J. Cole, but Jay-Z does, because it's Jay-Z. He is the guy that kind of owns Roc Nation, who J. Cole has been tied to since the fucking moment he signed to a major. It makes sense that J. Cole is trying to get the fuck out of his deal and get his masters. And the only way I can get my masters is if I jump out this battle. And like I said, he probably did really feel some way about Kendrick. And it just played into what he was already feeling. But then when you get that call from Jay-Z that says, hey man, listen, this ain't what you think it is. What do you really need to get the fuck out this battle? Okay, we give you your masters, we give you your walking papers, but you gotta get the fuck out this battle tonight. It makes sense. It makes logical fucking sense because the only person that can kind of get to J. Cole, because I'm like Schoolboy Q and all them talking to J. Cole trying to get him to get out the battle. That don't make sense. What the fuck did they got to do? What do they have to do with that? In their minds, they're probably like, nah, if you really think you could go one on one with that boy, go one on one with that boy. Why would they care about J. Cole jumping into a battle if Kendrick is the one that opened the door up for him to come through the battle? Nobody told Kendrick to throw a shot at Cole. No, not a fucking soul told Kendrick to throw a shot at Cole. He threw that shit at him. And Cole felt like I needed to defend myself. So it didn't make sense for Schoolboy Q to then go up to him and say, hey, I think you need to get out this battle. That's weird. That's stupid. Yeah. J. Cole would be like, no, nigga, your man threw a shot at me. So I thought I had to defend myself. Fuck out of here. like, fuck out my face. like, the fuck? But it would make sense. The only person that could talk to J. Cole and get him out the battle is Jay-Z. So hearing Drake say that on his own, make them pay, I was kind of like, damn, Cole. Like, if that's really how you move, bro, if you really move because Hove called you and told you get the fuck out the battle, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm sorry, that's fucked up. In other words, again, you have a family, and I get that. You know, you got a family, but there's a sense of loyalty, bro. And I get that you're cool with Kendrick, and I get that y'all fam, you fuck with him. I get it. But it's not like y'all niggas are best fucking friends. It's not like you niggas y'all wives go shopping on fucking Sundays and y'all kick it and watch the game. That's not what this is. Not same thing with Drake and you. It's not like that's the same relationship. But it seemed like you and Drake had more of a bond at this point in y'all careers than you and Kendrick. And that's just how it looked. Not just on the surface, but you niggas was just on tour. So it looks a little weird. And on top of that, Drake was supposed to come to your festival, which by the way, he had just headlined the year prior. So it looks a little fucking weird. People get this shit. The year before the beef started, Drake already had headlined Dreamville Fest. So them niggas really did have a real relationship. So yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. And I thought with Cole, but that shit weird. It's we will never know what the fuck happened. Cole could rap about it. Drake could rap about it. Jay-Z could drop an album and talk about it. Everybody can talk about it, but we will never know. It's a bunch of fucking phone tag. It's a bunch of fucking phone tag. We got Cole's feeling. He's been doing press. He's been doing interviews, but it feels like the truth is somewhere in the middle, and that's just the facts. Just the fucking facts, bro. Drake also shot at Khaled. Listen, bro. I'm gonna keep it a beam. I'm happy that nigga shot at that boy. I ain't never been so fucking proud of a person talking some shit to a person that deserved it more than fucking Khaled. I'm sick of that fucking dude. I've been sick of Khaled since 2018. Khaled doesn't have a true fan base. His fan base is whoever the fuck he's working with. So when they jump on his song, he gets press for that. He gets a big single. He gets all of the press, all of the love, all of the praise for bringing all of these artists together. And that is why when the beef stopped for a minute and it was kind of like calm and everybody go, that's why he immediately tried to jump out the window and say, I still got two Drake records. And Drake hit that boy with the Must be Drake Bell. Must be Drake Bell, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. It ain't me. So for him to say, for him to say, must be Drake Bell, nigga. That that fucked Khaled up. He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe that that Drake would do that to him. But Khaled, your whole rollout plan is always to put the hottest artist on your fucking song first and then make it go. And no matter what people want to tell you, Drake is still one of the hottest artists in the fucking game. So of course he tried to use Drake. And again, and maybe it's also off of the publicity of the beef, right? The first time you're gonna hear Drake rap on a song since the beef is gonna be on my album. You gotta tune in. And Drake hit that nigga with the no the fuck they don't, because I'm not on that fucking album. Who the fuck told you you could clear? I'm not clearing this shit for you. Who the fuck told you that? And it was beautiful. It was so fucking beautiful. And then him saying what is facts, which is, bro, Kelly, yo, like you don't stand on shit. You don't stand on business for no one. And I saw this. We've been seeing this for years, but we were just letting it fucking ride. Khaled don't stand on business for nothing. There's not one time where Khaled has actually physically stood on business. You you know Rick Ross got problems with 50, but you still trying to get an Eminem collaboration. What? You know Drake got problems with Pusha T, but Pusha T's on your fucking album. What? You know Nicki Minaj and Cardi B got problems, but yet both of them on your fucking album. What the fuck are you doing? Khaled don't stand on shit. He thinks everybody could just playfully get together and do shit. No, nigga, that's consequences to this shit. And that is the one thing that Drake is now showing all y'all. There are consequences to this shit. You wanted to stand on that bullshit? Okay, then cool. Stand on that bullshit, but get the fuck away from me. And that is why he's the fucking GOAT. That is why, man. Y'all want, we talk about it all the time, right? Stand on business. Well, he's standing on business. And y'all can't understand it. It looks like y'all can't understand why he's standing on business. It's like, bro, most of you niggas use my name to get motherfucking collaborations, songs, big ass singles, all of this shit, tours, production, like all of this shit. Marketing plans was built around me. You were going into, you forget they gotta walk into they gotta walk into labels and market their album and tell people what the fuck they got going. And then they say, well, my first single features Drake. Oh, it features Drake? Okay, cool. You know how many times Rick Ross has dropped the album and the first single featured Drake? You know how many times Khaled has dropped a song, album, and the first single featured Drake? Future. Even though they don't really do too many collaborations, you know how many times ASAP Rocky said Drake liked my album? You should too. The name itself, the name itself gave niggas reasons to get money and fame and success. So when we sit here and tell y'all Drake has every fucking right to be bitter and fuck them dudes, he has every fucking right to be bitter and say fuck them dudes. Yeah, yeah. I love that diss to Khaled. That was funny. I love that shit. You and Allah and got on your dean. And your people still waiting for a free Palestine, but I guess everything isn't weird. What do you say? Black and white and red and green. Oh man, using the array, using the flag colors. That was dope. Using the actual flag colors of that was insane. I was like, damn, really, bro? Yeah, that was good. That was good. Using the flag colors of Palestine, the Palestinian people. Yeah, 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 yeah. That was good. And again, it went over people's heads because again, it's just like for quartables. Another song that I love dearly on this fucking project. Another song I love dearly on this project. Before I get into that, like I said, Too Hard for the Radio. I had to listen to it in the car. I had to actually physically go listen to it in the car because listening to it by myself, again, that's like dust. It only plays in the car. Like I can't listen to it by myself. Like I can't just listen to it by myself. But yeah, Too Hard for the Radio is the most troll song I've ever heard in my life. That nigga trolling the absolute shit out of Kendrick and DJ Mustard and pretty much the whole West Coast. He's trolling the shit out of everybody in LA that sided with y'all all sided with Kendrick. LA, you all sided with him. Okay, you're gonna take this. You're gonna take this, and I'm gonna show love to the Bay. I'm gonna show because people don't understand is if you grew up in my time period, there's always been like some line in the sand or some like discourse over Los Angeles in the Bay Area. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe the Bay Area in Los Angeles. People could tell me what it is when I clip this, and maybe I'm tripping. But since I was a child, it's always felt like there's been some disconnect. Like the Bay Area is completely fucking different than Los Angeles. Like I don't know if Los Angeles just feels like they got this gangster rap world, and that's why they've always been so huge in the rap game. Whereas for the Bay Area is hyphy. They're the hyphy. They're the hyphy world. That's A40. That's Too Short. That what I mean. Like they carry themselves a little differently compared to LA. LA wants you to feel the presence when they walk in the room. Whereas for the Bay, they just want to chill. They just want to dance. They want to have a good fucking time. So it's a completely different world. Like you could tell in the music. Like if you listen to like I Got Five on it. I Got Five on it is a Bay Area song. The Loonies, I think, from like where the Loonies from? I want to say Oaktown. I want to say Oakland. Loonies might be from LA. I don't know. But the Loonies got like even like the Bay. Which yeah, yeah, because when they did the beef, the game and Yuckmouth, who was a part of the Loonies. Yuckmouth from the Bay. Like Yuckmouth's from the Bay. Like so the Loonies are from the Bay. So even when you hear I Got Five on it, it's a Bay Area song. Right? Like it's a Bay Area song. So yeah, like that's insane. But yeah, the Bay Area in LA, they're two different worlds. It's crazy that they're in the same state. They're two different fucking worlds. Like they're two different musical landscapes. And that's just me being a kid listening to all music, listening to everything. I can tell that these are two different worlds. They're two different landscapes. So yeah. But Too Hard for the Radio, I didn't like that song. I didn't like it, but then when I listened to it in the car yesterday, I was like, nah, this shit actually bang. Like this shit is actually hard. I was like, nah, this shit actually hard. Farm Friends is what I wanted to talk about. Farm Friends. Oh, Lil Birdie. Lil Birdie is the shit too. Don't get it twisted. Lil Birdie is the fucking shit. Don't get that twisted. But Farm Friends, man. If Conductor, Williams, and Drake are actually about to do a collaboration project, just Conductor Beats and Drake. Y'all can put this shit to bed. Y'all go ahead and put this shit to bed. That's just gonna be straight rapping. That's not even y'all gonna get what y'all want. A straight rap album. Cause he gonna go at y'all fucking heads. He said on the end of that song, bullets about to fly. Like oh, I'm still sending these bullets. I'm still sending these shots. Don't get it twisted, nigga. We ain't done. You might think there's no more games round twos, but no, nigga, it's a round two, and you gon' participate. You gonna be in this. Whether you like it or fucking not, it's going down. Foreign Friends is dope as shit. That's my favorite song off the album, by the way. I like those songs. I like when Drake talks like talk that shit. And listening to like Lost in Vegas, understand what I was listening to. The reason why I love that song the first time I heard it, I'm listening to the song. And I'm listening to what Drake is actually physically saying, and I'm like, oh fuck. Like that boy rapping. I was like, And I actually think Foreign Friends is actually it's. I think it's something J Cole. I think it's something J Cole. Some people that maybe was endorsing Kendrick, but kind of been kind of like being cool with him still. Like nah, nigga, I don't like that shit. I don't like that slick shit. Like nah, nigga, either you with me or you against me. I don't really do all that extra shit. That extra shit died in 2024. Like you kind of be cool with me, but still bump that nigga shit. Yeah, nigga, it is what it is. That's no more of that no more. You either with me or you fucking against me, and I'm cool with that. Foreign Friends is that song. Listening to that, listen to Lost to Vegas break it down. But when I was leaving, listening to it, the fact that that boy said, the fact that that boy told them at the end of that song, I mistake my sons for my brothers, but that shit won't happen again. You better check your tone, son. I ain't one of your little friends. I said, Lord, I like, bro. That I said, yeah. I said, y'all done pissed that boy off. I said, Lord, that nigga said, you better check your tone, son. I ain't one of your little friends. I'm like, damn. If you understand what that mean to a kid, like, bro, when you, bro, that shit. Because what do your parents tell you after you say, when they say some shit like that to you? I brought you in this world, I take your ass out of it. And that's basically what he was telling them. When he said, I mistake my sons for my brothers, better check your tone, son. I ain't one of your little friends. Basically telling you, nigga, you my son, you my kid. I let you eat. I let you eat good for a good stretch of time. Goes all the way back to when he said at the in the Janine, shut the fuck up. When he said in the Gene, shut the fuck up. The niggas saying that shit to them boys like, yo, bro, like we done. I'm done with that giving you niggas fucking looks and collabs and features and he's literally telling them niggas on the song, like, bro, like, hey, bro, don't be trying to now create a narrative in your head that we can kind of get back to being cool again. That shit is dead. You killed that shit. That was never happening. He's literally telling you, nigga, I don't want to hear your future plans for future truces. I don't want to hear you tell me that we're gonna have a conversation. No, nigga, we're not. We're not doing that. Him using the even his first two albums, his first two projects that we ever heard him on, So Far Gone and Thank Me Later. Him saying I'm so far gone for the Thank Me Laters is useless. He's basically telling you, bro, that Drake that y'all played with, that nigga ain't here no more. I would have given y'all everything you wanted, and you still try to fuck me over. That's done. That's done. We're done. You ain't gotta ask me no more. We're done. That shit was so fucking. Bro, the way that band was talking on that song, I'm like, this nigga is talking reckless. Like, he talking reckless, but he talking from a place of just like, I understand now. I understand. I share the spotlight with y'all. In a sense, in his mind, Drake feels like I had to dim my light so fucking much just to give y'all a piece of that. That shit will never happen again. I had to come down to y'all level to fuck with you. That is never happening again. Thank you for showing me that shit is dead. And I think that's what people not understanding about Iceman. Ah, oh, it's revenge against all these artists. Ah, oh, it's him talking down on Kendrick. Ah, oh, it's the industry. No. What Iceman is, and listen, man, we got our own reasons behind why Drake did this album. But for me, Iceman is flat out him realizing I'm not that kid no more. He says in a song, if everything goes proper, if everything goes according to plan, I will be making a name change from the boy to the man. Basically saying going from major distributions to leading my own to leading my own renaissance basically in the game. Lead my own revolution of the game. So when he said that, he's like, bro, I'm done. I'm not y'all. I've never been y'all. I've let y'all eat off of me too fucking long. He even said that when he said that. This is what I was trying to say. When he literally said, "Y'all got big off my name," all right, that's big enough. Like, All right, that's it. We done. I gave y'all everything y'all. I gave you, it goes all the way back to what I said earlier. I gave you 2 years to do what you can do. Erase me from the game. You got a chance to go all the way back to all the way when he dropped Control. When Kendrick said, I'm gonna take all your core fans, y'all niggas never gonna hear another word from you niggas. Your core fans ain't never gonna want to hear another word from you niggas. You had 2 years to finally do that. And now we're here. And guess what? Not only does Drake fans want to hear another word from him, clearly the haters want to hear another word from him. This is the beauty of having a guy like Drake kill the way he's been killing. Because you're now hearing another level of not giving a fuck. It's insane to think this boy got another level to the game. He got another level. He could take this shit. It's insane. It's insane. Firm friends. Is exactly what it needed to be. I actually thought that should have been the ending. But yeah. Iceman to me is Drake realizing never again. Never again. I will never be put in that situation ever again where people think they could use me and then turn around and tell me I'm not worth shit. I was never worth shit. I was never the guy. I never needed you. You coach a vulture. You coach a vulture. You have black Jewish kid. I never needed you. Drake looked at that shit and said, okay, bet, bet. And here's the thing, y'all gonna need me way more than I'm gonna need you. And this is something that Drake has been saying for fucking years. You need me way more than I need you. like you niggas need me way more than I need you. I think this is the final. This is where we've been waiting for. This is the point of the game to Drake. This is what I've been waiting for Drake to get to. As much as I love him collaborating with people, this is the part of the game that I actually am happy to see what's next. Because if Drake keeps this same energy, music ain't gonna be the same. On y'all side, we're gonna be eating good for the next 5 to 10. Because this is a point of Drake right now where he can just turn the fuck all the way off and just say, you know what? I'm only getting collaborations to 21. I'm only giving collaborations to Wayne. I'm only giving collaborations to the people that I actually generally know and I fuck with. The new artists that's coming into the game that actually generally fuck with me, I'm only giving them collaborations. Everybody else fucking starve. He's basically about to do what Kendrick did. Now, Kendrick actually did try to give people the verses and everything, but he's going to do it to spite everyone. That's the difference. Y'all think y'all can succeed without me. And for 2 years, you couldn't. Now I'm back and I'm at the top of the charts again. Nothing's changed. You had 2 years and nothing changed. I'm back breaking fucking records. I'm back breaking fucking. I'm about to set fucking records and standards that nobody's ever seen before. I'm back doing all of this shit. And you can't do nothing to stop it. Like I said last fucking week, the game's about to change. And y'all can't fucking understand that because you cannot understand the actual guy that's actually about to change the industry is the so-called guy the industry built. It's insane how that works. Oh no, man, Drake. Just announce this tour. That's what I need to get out of this whole situation. Announce this tour. I don't know when you're gonna announce it, but announce this tour. It'd be nice to know that you're doing a tour. I think he's doing a stadium. I think Drake is gonna actually do a stadium tour. This would also kick off. This would absolutely positively fuck up the game. And I also think Drake is going to do the World Cup. I don't know what he's going to do. I know they're doing a halftime show or a final, whatever. Drake is doing the World Cup. I think he's going to do the World Cup, and I think that's going to be his shot to Jay-Z. That's a bigger shot to Jay-Z because you've asked me to do the Super Bowl, and I kept saying no. So watch me go do the actual physical World Cup, actual event that is going to be broadcasted world fucking wide, and everybody will be intrigued to see. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is going to be interesting. Oh no, man. Listen, man. If you don't like the album, cool. That's your personal opinion. Feel your way. But let me explain something to you, bro. As a Drake fan, and to all the people that's out there that's on Twitter and all these other places like TikTok and all these other places that's been showing love to Drake and posting them and showing love to everybody on that love for Drake, man. That showing that love to that boy. I need y'all to understand something. We gotta stop caring about what the fuck these dudes think. Because a lot of these dudes don't actually care about the music. They just want to see the downfall. But the funny part is the downfall actually created a problem because the problem solver that you thought was going to do everything you needed him to do, that was a miscommunication somewhere. And now the actual fucking game needed another. When the game needed another fucking guy, when Drake clearly was still the guy, is when the hip hop world just died. And we all saw it. To the fans of Drake, bro, to the people that really fuck with this boy, fuck with the album, real fans, not these fucking I like Drake, but no, nigga, you don't fuck with this man. Stop saying you like Drake because then these goofy motherfuckers getting comments be like, even Drake fans don't like this. No, nigga, no, nigga, who the fuck? No, nigga, no, 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 no. These are not Drake fans. These are casuals as fuck. These casual ass niggas that want to fucking quote in a boppy song and all that other shit. Hey, bro, get your ass out this group chat. This is not for you. For Drake himself, bro. Thank you. You are talking to a guy that is talking about you, bro. Has been listening to you since he was 15 years old. So far gone, 2009. And I have been listening. You were the first person I ever came and saw live on a tour. Funny enough, it was the Summer 16 tour with Future. I have been to 3 concerts. Yeah, yeah, 3 concerts. The Summer 16 tour, the Drake and Migos tour, and then the 21 Savage Drake tour. I have been to 3 different shows by you, man. Every time I've been, it's a different experience. So this is why I'm saying I am looking forward to this tour. I think it's gonna be in a stadium. And man, I just want you to kill, bro. And that is as simple as it can be, bro. These haters, these dudes that talk crazy, they don't give a fuck. You shouldn't care about nobody, and the fans shouldn't care about them because in 3 months we already know how this is gonna play. You saw the graphic like I did, which is like these niggas talk down on Drake's album, and 3 months later they all saying this shit is amazing, this shit's incredible. This shit is like clockwork. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Just wait. It's already starting to happen. Now niggas are like, man, all this other. First it was he got 43 songs and all these shits are trash. Now it's like I kind of like Shebang. Man, plot twist kind of hard. Man, this. So all you niggas that keep saying this shit is trash, yeah, whatever, nigga. We heard you enough for the last 16 fucking years. We know how you niggas operate. Just give it time. You gonna be singing these fucking songs just like we singing these fucking songs. The difference is we gonna be sitting there like bitch ass nigga. We told you, bitch ass nigga. We told you. We knew. Just come on, sing these songs with us. You sing these songs with us. Like you know these songs because you know these songs because these closet niggas, these are closet fans, these niggas in the closet still bumping this nigga album. You don't think these niggas still bumping this nigga album? Hey, bro, social media has shown me a lot of things. One thing they've never shown me is the truth. Social media has shown me a lot of things. One thing that's never shown me is the truth. So all you niggas that sitting there saying this shit weak, this shit suck, this shit, you just trying to get clicks and fucking clout. I know that already. Everybody knows that. Do it look like I give a fuck? Because we know what the reality is. When Drake announced this tour, you gonna be the first one in the fucking line trying to get the tickets too. So you can please shut the. Oh, I did this for my girl. Sure, nigga. Sure. Sure. That's a line you've been using since 2009. like nigga, you've been using that same line since 2009. Man, my girl like that nigga. I don't really fuck with that nigga like that. Sure. I've seen niggas go to Drake shows and rap the fuck out the songs. Stop talking like you don't. But anyway, 3 albums, all of them hits, slaps galore. And I'm not gonna listen to the albums again because I'm not done. I'm about to watch this basketball game. Until then, man, Iceman, Deep Dive, peace.